Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Angie. If you're new here, hi, hello. If you're not new here, welcome back. I have a very special request, I guess. A new and updated makeup tutorial, and I feel like a lot of my makeup tutorials do really good on here. You guys love watching those type of videos. I just did how to achieve like a blowout curly look. This is what it looks like. It's not my best. I definitely had better blowout days. I don't know why they just came out curlier today. I think I just did too much curly instead of less blowout, like, you know. But if you want to see how I achieve that look, you guys can go on my shortcuts. I posted it on there and on TikTok as well. But I'm gonna teach you guys how to do my go out everyday makeup. Close into the face really quick so I can show you guys my skincare. The most important thing is skincare. So we're gonna be using Bioma moisturizer, a hydrating serum because you need hydrating serum, a face mist, and then we're gonna end it with a e.l.f. Power Grip primer, just to really have it all super sticky. I zoomed the camera a little bit so you guys can see me putting in my moisturizer and stuff. But I do have to say that doing skincare has to be the most important part of your entire makeup routine. I feel like if you don't achieve a good skincare prep, or like right before everything, the makeup won't turn out as great. And the reason why I say this is because I struggle with very oily skin, and sometimes when I have too much sun it gets pretty dry, or if my diet changes and I don't have enough water like I normally do. Because one thing about me is that I love to drink water. Absolutely love to drink water. You can ask anybody that knows me, anybody around me. I'm obsessed with drinking water. Obviously I like having soda and stuff like that, but water is like my go-to go. So whenever I don't, or I stop drinking water for a little while, my skin tends to like be a little bit weird with me, and like it not being super like it just gets really dry, and if it's not dry then it's oily. So honestly my skin never catches a break. But yeah, so we are gonna now do my eyebrows. And for my eyebrows I don't really use like any filling like that, unless like I'm missing hair, like I accidentally like take off some hair. But usually my eyebrows are pretty thick by themselves, so I don't really have to use none of that. But first I like to go in with the NYX has to be glue, or whatever, the brow glue gel. So it's in the shade dark brown. So I go in with a little bit of this, and then as soon as I finish putting as much as I want of the brown glue gel, I go with this edge fixer. This is from Target, you guys. It was literally like very affordable, I don't know. And I go in with a little spoolie and I just grab some of the gel. Ooh. And I apply it everywhere, and I kind of want them to look like they're laminated. That's the goal. You want them to look a little bit laminated. I'm not so sure if that's your type of style, but I like them to be like that. Because your eyebrows should look something like this, like a little bit laminated. I have a little bit of glue on the top of my eyebrows, but it will dry over time. But if you don't want to have the feeling of the like glue there, you just grab a little Q-tip and you just kind of try to clean up the little areas. I try not to do this all the time because I feel like I mess up the shape that I have them in, but someone like this. My eyebrows are like cousins. They're definitely not sisters. They look very different, but whatever. When I go out and I like to beat my face, like make sure my face is literally like on spot, I like to curve my eyebrows a little bit. So I just grab a little thin brush like this, and I go in with the Too Faced concealer. This is in shade light beige, and I just kind of carve them like this. Trust the process. I might look crazy, but okay guys, so by the end of my eyebrows tutorial, your eyebrows should look something like this. I look crazy, but trust the process. So now we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. Soft Glam Saint Foundation. This is like a very, not very light, but it's like medium coverage honestly, I don't use any other type of foundation like that. I don't like using foundation. I feel like it's too heavy, and I'm a concealer girl, so I definitely be using my concealer as a base like this sometimes. But today, for the sake of the video, I'm doing this very light foundation. So to blend this out, I like to use a wet damped beauty blender. You can go in with like a soft brush, but personally I feel like if you like a light beat on the face like this, I would use a beauty blender, because I don't like using the brush. I feel like the brush gives you more coverage, and as much as I would need that much coverage or want that much coverage, I don't really need it. So I like to have like a light base, but everybody's different. So if you feel like you need a darker not a darker, but you need more coverage, you can go ahead and totally use that method. Okay, so now I like to do, this is where my makeup tutorial gets a little bit different maybe from other makeup tutorials. But after I do my base like this, I like to go in with contour, and I'm using the Milk contour in shade matte bronze in shade Blaze. I personally like to use my contour right about this time in my makeup tutorial, because I don't like using it after. I like to use like powder, but during the creams and all the liquids, I use a liquid or a cream bronzer as well. It's probably weird from every other makeup tutorial. Some people do it after their blush, or I don't know, it just depends. Everybody's different, but I like to use mine during this time of the makeup. And if I don't use the Milk one, I go in with the Rare Beauty one. This is in shade Mellow. I haven't used this as much, but I love them both, so either one works. Honestly, any bronzer works, but those are my two favorite ones. We're now gonna go in with Rare Beauty blush in shade Grace. I absolutely am obsessed with this what's it called, with this blush, because it's not too pink but not too red. It's like the perfect shade of pink that I feel like any girl would need. I personally love this pink. Nobody can change my mind about this pink. But if you guys have better blushes, let me know in the comments down below. Or honestly, any makeup brand that you guys feel like is better in a certain category, like I don't know, maybe bronzer, eyeshadows, or like any type of category, let me know. I want to see what type of makeup you guys are recommending. Maybe I will try one out, or maybe I'll do a video like trying out different makeup that you guys recommend, things out of my like comfort zone, things I wouldn't buy. Okay guys, so we are now gonna go in with the Hourglass concealer in shade Oat Vanish. I always forget what shade I use, but with this you don't need to put a lot. Literally a little dot right here and a little dot right here. And I like the lifting effect, so I like to put them on the sides too. If I need to cover any other spot, I will gladly put them on there. So that's what I'm gonna do, like put a little bit here, and like two little dots, and you should literally be fine with this. Obviously, if you have more eye bags or something more to cover, you can totally put more, but this is where I like to put my concealer. I'm gonna blend this out and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so after this is what my base is looking like. I like to put a little bit of setting spray right after I finish, just a little bit. Let that sit in. And then usually after I finish all of this, I go in with my powders, and I'm gonna show you guys my powders, and then I'm just gonna do them off camera because I don't want to take up too much time. But I usually go in with the Airsun powder. This is my best freaking powder ever. I'm obsessed with this powder. I then go in with this bronzing bronzer powder. This is in shade Matte Sunkissed, by the way. And then I go in with my NARS blush. It looks like this, and this is in shade Thrill. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all of that, and I will be right back. While my makeup is setting right now, I like to use a little brush like this, and I get a little bit of like powder And then I just go in the just go in my eyes right here to set the concealer or whatever it is that I have there, because I don't want it to be shiny. And it will also make sense later because I will be doing eyeshadow, but you need like a little bit of like a base, and honestly this helps with getting that base. So I'm gonna let this sit in and I'll be right back. I'm now going in with my blush. I'm just using a big fat brush and I'm just putting it everywhere. I already went with my bronzer and I just finished putting some blush on. We are now gonna go in with highlighter. This is the Wet n Wild highlighter, I'm pretty sure. And I like to put a little bit on the top of my cheeks. I don't like putting them like over here. I like to put it on the top. Really get that shine up there. And then I just go in with my setting spray one more time to really set in all the powders. And that's pretty much it for my base. Like that. And I'm just gonna let that sit in. And then I'm gonna go and give you guys a tutorial on my eyeshadow. After I already have my base set up, we are going to use these colors right here. Oh, you guys see yourself there? They're like browns and a little bit of shimmers, so I like to use the whitest one. If you have powder, if you don't have white eyeshadow like this, you can just use powder and you can just go ahead and do what I just did a couple minutes ago. I'm just adding a little bit more color because I really want this to show. So once you have something looking like this, you must look like a ghost right now. And also my eyelashes are full of freaking powder. We're gonna go in with a more light, not light, but more what do you call this, angled brush going to the side. And you're gonna go ahead and grab some brown. We're using this lighter brown right there. You can use any brown, but personally I like to use a light brown first because I then like to go in with darker browns. But we're gonna go right at the edge of my eye and just go back and forth motion, and then circular motion right after. Did you guys get that? Let me zoom you in. I zoomed you guys in. I'm just gonna show you guys. We go back and forth and then in circular motion. Back and forth in circular motion. It should look like something like that. We then go with the super thin brush, and I'm gonna go in with a darker brown. This is the darkest brown I have right now. I don't know what shade this is. It doesn't even say. Honestly, I can't tell you where it's from either. But I grab a little bit, like so, and I make a line, like a wing. And I can't do this on camera because I have to really focus, but just grab it like this, and then you start making a little line here, and then you start going upwards, if that makes sense. I'm gonna do one and be right back. So I went with a little bit of shimmer in the middle of my eye, but it should look something like this. Obviously both eyes do not look the same, but it's the best I could do. I'm not so good at mascara. I'm not so good at eyeshadow. I just started doing it recently, but this is my go-to go out look. I think I gotta blend in a little more because I don't really like how it looks too, like, I don't know. We're not gonna go in with mascara, and that's also something I can't do on camera. So I'm gonna use the Infinite Lash from Pharmacy and the double extended also mascara from Pharmacy, and then I lastly use a Better Than You Know What at the end to give it volume. And that's literally it. And I just curl my lashes with a normal eyelash curler, and that's it. So I'll be back when I finish the makeup. Okay guys, so this is my eyelashes after. This eye always turns out to be not as best as this one, as you can see, but I still love them. They're still very cute. I'm now gonna go in with my lip liner. This is from LA Girl. This is in shade Gingerbread, and then I'm gonna go with the MAC lipstick, and this is in shade Devoted to Chili. And then for gloss, we're just gonna go with the NYX Fat Oil. This is in the shade does it even have a shade? Link in my bio. That's the shade 5, just in case you were wondering. I'm gonna do my lips, and then that should be the end of the makeup tutorial. Okay guys, and this is the final result. Hair and makeup done. I'm about to take some TikToks and some pictures and post them because I feel like I look great right now. I hope you guys enjoyed my makeup tutorial and learned something new, or maybe learn a different way to do your makeup. Sorry guys, my man's on the phone. But that is it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and turn on your post notification bell so you guys never miss when I post a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.